Hi, it's Jack, and this is the podcast version of this episode. If you want to read the words as they're being analysed, then if you're on Spotify, you can become a subscriber of this channel or head over to the YouTube channel. And on both platforms, you can also sign up to get exclusive episodes and early access to the regular weekly episodes too. The mother of a missing 10-year-old boy has given the police a handwritten note appealing for the safety of her son. It's highly unusual, and I'm going to dig into the words in that note to see if we can find out a little bit more about what is going on inside it. Welcome to Never a Truer Word, where we look at the words that people choose to use to see if they're telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. What I do here is different from anywhere else because I only look at the words that are said, strip away everything else. And then I use my process of statement investigation to get closer to seeing possibly where the truth lies, where deception could be happening, and also the motivations behind the words as well. It's a process that I use with investigators, with the media, and with corporate clients to get a deep understanding of what is really being said. So we have Jayden Spicer. At the time of recording, he's missing in Kentucky. Jayden is 10 years old and was said to have walked away from the home overnight. And his mom has issued the police with a handwritten note, highly unusual. And the police have given this out. This is mom's appeal. She obviously doesn't want to face the cameras or talk to the press. She wants to speak through this note that she has written. So let's look at the words she uses in that note and see if we can find out a little bit more about what is going on. I'm going to read it out for you here. Now, it is all in lowercase with some typos or spelling errors in it as well. I'll keep them in there. The note says, "We love Jayden and we want him safe at home. Please, if anybody see my son Jayden Spicer, please report it to the Jackson Police Department. Thank you. We love him very much. Please do the right thing. Call the police. Please pray for yous and my son Jayden. Thank you." So we have a couple of spelling errors there. I think it's if anybody sees my son Jayden, and please pray for us is what I believe she meant there. Very short note, but I have many, many observations on it. So let's dig into what those observations are. The first one I noted was an interesting use of pronouns. She talks about we, so she's speaking on behalf of herself and at least one other person at times. We love Jayden and we want him safe at home. We love him very much, she says later on there. But if anybody sees my son Jayden, please pray for us and my son Jayden. So she's talking about Jayden just being her son. So what's going on there? Well, it could be that this is just someone who is not living with Jayden's biological father. She's partnered with someone else now, which is why she's talking about we love him, we want him safe at home, but she's referring to him as my son and not our son because he isn't the son of the people she's talking on behalf of with we. It could be she's talking on behalf of her larger family and only one person is the parent there, but she doesn't say any of that, so we don't know. But what we can know is that she's talking on behalf of people at times. We love Jayden, we want him safe at home, we love him, but he is my son. And that becomes interesting when we put it together with something that is else I spot in the note. So once we've done that, I want to talk about a reassuring factor, which is there's nothing here in the past tense. Often when people who have guilty knowledge that something bad has happened around a missing child, they'll slip into some past tense at some point, but we don't see anything in the past tense here. Very present tense. We love Jayden. We love him very much. So that's in the here and now. So there's no guilty knowledge seeping out from use of past tense here. The other thing that is missing that I find reassuring is there's no allusion to if anyone knows what happened to Jayden, which would belie the fact that she may have had knowledge that there was an event that led to his disappearance. There's none of that there whatsoever. So that's another reassuring fact I quite often see when people are talking about a loved one who is missing and they talk about if anyone knows what happened, but that doesn't happen here. That is missing. So a couple of reassuring things there inside that statement. Let's delve even deeper. It starts off with, we love Jayden and we want him safe at home. Now, this is the mother of a missing 10-year-old boy. And what we mentioned first is our priority to get across, and things that we mention after that tend to be in a lower order of priority. So the priority is saying, we love Jayden. The second priority is we want him safe at home. Now, I might expect that the other way around. We want him safe at home, or even I want him safe at home, talking on behalf of herself. But the first thing she said is, we love Jayden. Why is that? Why is it important that the first thing you do is tell, and remember who the audience of this is? Is it the police that she handed it to give to the media? Or is it the public, because this is written to the public, it's an appeal to the public? We love Jayden is the most important thing for her to say. We want him safe at home is second most important thing to say. I feel there could be a need to head off, I don't know, allegations of being involved in his disappearance, maybe allegations of neglect around there as well, which is why she's led with we love Jayden. She has a strong need to lead with the fact that we love Jayden, and it's we, it's not I. Please, if anybody sees my son, please report it. And there is this element of politeness all the way through. I don't put any judgment on that. I just think it's worth drawing your attention to it. Please, if anybody sees my son, please report it to the Jackson Police Department. Thank you. Please do the right thing. Please pray for us and pray for us and my son, Jayden. Thank you. A lot of politeness in here. Maybe this is a note from a polite person. Maybe this is someone that desperately wants the public on side, so showing gratitude at first. Or maybe this is someone who wants to create an impression of being a very nice person because they use their please and thank yous. I am reassured by the if anybody sees my son, Jayden Spicer, and I'll use the word sees even though she wrote see in there, that says to me that she has the concept in her head that Jayden can be seen. So it's not find. If anyone finds Jayden, then that would be slightly more sinister and make me think something darker had happened. But it seems to be that she thinks that people could see Jayden Spicer, and she seems to think anybody could see Jayden, that he could be anywhere to be seen. Now that feels to me a little bit reassuring, but obviously you can see people in various states. But if anybody sees Jason, please report it to Jackson Police. Thank you. We love him very much. Please do the right thing. Very much feels like it could be persuasive. Again, this need to show how loved Jayden is. We love him very much. She could have just said we love him again, but she had to turn the severity up there and say we love him very much. So once again, I am certainly picking out this need to show us how much Jayden is loved, as much of a priority as wanting him safe and wanting information from the public. But there's a line that jumped out at me, really jumped out at me, which is in the we love him very much, please do the right thing, call the police. Why is she appealing to people to do the right thing? Why does she not think people would just automatically do the right thing? But after all, it is the right thing to do. I'm very interested in why she used that concept. Is it that she is in a world where people often don't do the right thing, where people just do the wrong thing a lot, potentially people who don't speak to the police very often, who shy away from talking to the police, but in this occasion, in her world, talking to the police would be doing the right thing. So please do the right thing. It could be actually an appeal to somebody that she suspects, or even an internal appeal. Do the right thing. But this leads me to think that there is a wrong thing. There is a wrong thing in her mind. It could be that wrong things happen. It could be that she thinks a wrong thing has happened, or that someone may do the wrong thing because she is appealing to people to do the right thing, or she's appealing to someone to do the right thing, or is she appealing to herself to do the right thing? What I do wonder is, does this come into the we? Is she appealing to someone else inside that we? We love Jason and we want him safe at home. We love him very much. I noticed this discrepancy between talking on behalf of herself and others. We love Jayden. We love him very much. We want him safe at home. And my son talking for herself. Is this please do the right thing a coded appeal to the other, one of the other people that is in this concept of we that she has? Does she think that someone that she can talk on behalf of, does she think that that person needs to do the right thing? And is that why she feels this need to persuade us that we love Jayden and not just she loves Jayden? Another thing that makes me interested is ordering again. Please pray for us and my son Jayden. Please pray for us first, priority, pray for us and my son Jayden. Now, what I don't see here is a massive concern for herself throughout this note, and quite often I will see that in someone who is worried about their own situation. You also see it with people who are addicted to substances and so on. I don't see a huge concern for herself in the writing here, but I do see a concern for herself and someone else, this us there, before concern for praying for Jayden. Please pray for Jayden, pray for us. We put Jayden first here, but it's please pray for us and my son Jayden. Thank you. So that is the note there. There are some reassuring factors. She doesn't talk about anything that's happened. She does seem to think that Jayden is in somewhere where he could be seen at the very least. And also there's no use of past tense or anything like that. Reassuring factors there. The big thing for me is there's a little bit of image management. It's very important for her to lead with we love him and to over persuade us with we love him very much. And that fact that is on one or two or more people, the we love him. And that please do the right thing says to me that in her head is the concept that someone will do the wrong thing. Let's hope that Jayden is found safe and that he is reunited with the right people in his life. But that's what I get from reading the mom's handwritten note. Do let me know your thoughts if you can in the comments, and do check out neveratruerword.com. That's the website. You will find a lot more podcasts or videos in there where you can look at words surrounding missing people and see some of the concepts I've mentioned that are red flags when someone talks about a missing person. That is neveratruerword.com, and we'll see you soon for something new from Never a Truer Word.